This is the Dallas Morning News. It's Monday, March 9th, starting the day off with some showers and then transitioning to some sunshine this afternoon with a bit of a breeze and some humidity. The high will be 83. The clouds will roll back in this evening with a low of 67. More storms on the way for the next few days before a full day of sun is expected on Thursday. Here are today's headlines. Texas Democrats turned out in numbers not seen in decades for last week's Senate primary, a surge that outpaced Republicans and signaled an energized electorate heading toward November. More than 2.3 million voted in the Democratic primary, the party's highest turnout since at least 2000. It also marked the first time since 2008 that Democratic participation exceeded Republican turnout, which came in just under 2.2 million votes. Several forces converged to boost the Democratic tally, keyed by the competitive match between U.S. Representative Jasmine Crockett and State Representative James Tallarico, who won the nomination. Both raised substantial money and campaigned aggressively. On the Republican side, incumbent Senator John Cornyn and Attorney General Ken Paxton finished at the top, but neither gained a majority, sending them to a May runoff. The contest set advertising spending records for both parties, keeping the Senate race in front of voters for months. Democratic turnout also was buoyed by unusually full ballots in many counties, with the party fielding candidates across more local and legislative races than in recent cycles. In other news, Lancaster gave credence to the long-held beliefs that it's tough to beat the same opponent twice in a season and that a team can learn more from a loss than it can from success. The Tigers handed previously unbeaten Austin Westlake its first setback of the year, taking control with a second-quarter surge and never letting up on the way to a 51-37 triumph Saturday in the UIL Class 6A Division II state final at the Alamo Dome. It's Lancaster's first state crown. Westlake entered the contest on a 40-game winning streak and had beaten their opponents by an average of 26 points this season. Westlake had beaten Lancaster on November 15th in a 78-74 double overtime thriller. That had been the closest anyone had come to defeating Westlake in the regular season. Next up, Madison Booker scored 18 points as number 4 Texas sprinted to a 14-0 lead and beat three-time defending champion and third-ranked South Carolina 78-61 on Sunday to win its first Southeastern Conference Tournament title. Booker was named MVP of the tournament. Justice Carlton added 15 points, and Jordan Lee had 12 for the now 31-3 Longhorns. Texas shot 57% from the field to avenge last year's loss to the Gamecocks in the championship game. In the Big 12 championship game, West Virginia avenged two regular season losses to TCU, beating the reigning tournament champion 62-53 in this year's conference title game on Sunday. Despite the loss, though, the Horned Frogs are likely to host first and second round March Madness games on campus, just like they did last season. And if they advance, they could play in one of the two regionals being played at Dickies Arena in Fort Worth, Texas. And Snarf's Sandwiches is taking a bite out of Dallas-Fort Worth, with restaurants scattered around North Texas. The latest Snarf's opened in Snyder Plaza on Sunday. The restaurant was created by Jimmy Snarf Seidel in Boulder, Colorado, back in 1996, and has now grown to 50 locations. For more than a decade, Snarf's has sold bestsellers like the Italian Sandwich and Prime Rib and Provolone in Austin. Seidel was drawn to Dallas because his nephew attended SMU, and he is excited by the velocity in the Dallas dining scene. His recent group, now based in Denver, will likely open 10 to 15 Snarfs across the U.S. this year. Thanks for listening. For more on today's stories and the latest breaking news, visit dallasnews.com. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more from the Dallas Morning News.